Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to Throne Thursday, Game of Thrones themed daily tarot cards. We have the sun, and when I pulled this card, it was brighter days are ahead of us. So we have this beautiful sun. This is the color of the sun. I tell this, and every time I pull the cards, that I saw this beautiful burnt orange sun for September and October. So it's still here. Our harvest, our rewards are coming in. So some of us had a delay, so no worries. With the delay, just say, you know what? I closed a chapter. Spirit is calling us to heal. Right now, don't rush into the next chapter because you'll regret it. Spirit wants a strong foundation for the next chapter. Spirit wants to ensure that this has long-lasting effects on your life. If we rush it and the foundation isn't set and the foundation is, it's going to crumble. So we have to make sure that we listen to Spirit in this time and we replenish our energy. They're calling for us to isolate ourselves and to just draw back in. I'm going to start also filming this way, guys. Like, I've been getting comments like, how come you're filming, the wrong way for YouTube? And the only reason was for that is because I kept trying to upload to IG on Instagram, IGTV, and it kept failing or the videos were too long. So now I'm just going to film this way. And like I said, I'll post it onto the Facebook, and I always let you guys know when the video is actually posted. So with the sun is optimism, success, achievement, growth, happiness, well-being, vacations, family. So like what I said when I turned this card over, the sun is one of the most positive cards in the tarot. Excuse me, my allergies are still bugging me. Signifying happiness, well-being, and opportunities to bask in your achievements. This card often arises to show well-deserved vacation and overall reaching a point at which you ease up and share precious time with those close to you. This card also favors time with children, nourishing new projects, and conditions that lead to financial success. Additional meaning, relationship growth. So relationships growth with your children. This is a precious time, especially when they're younger. As they turn into teenagers, they want more time alone. I myself was the same way. So when my oldest son likes to be alone and draw and listen to music and stuff, I was the same way. So I understand where he's coming from. It's just, you don't want to be alone with your thoughts. You just want to isolate yourself. So just try to be understanding when they're in those times. And when they want to be around you, embrace it. Watch a movie together, draw together, do some crafts together, play a board game. I know sometimes our schedules, it's hard. I know I find that with my youngest son, he always wants to play Monopoly. But it's just like with our schedules, with school and everything, it's hard during the week. But I told him for sure, when it's Shabbat, we're called to have a day of rest. And I said for sure we could play a board game together, and that's what we do. We play board games or craft, and I truly enjoy it. I've been seeing a lot of 111s, 333s, 555s, 1212s, like always numbers consecutive. And my right hand has been itchy, and some people know when your right hand is itchy, there's a myth that you come into money. So that's pretty crazy that before I came on to do my tarot, my cards, for Throne Thursdays, I had the itchy hand. So our next card is the Hermit. And the Hermit, solitude. Here we go again. This card plays into the card that we got on Tuesday, the card calling for solitude. And it's just asking right now, Spirit is asking right now to heal, to get the rest that you need, because this next part of our chapter, we're going to have some peaks and valleys. We're going to have some struggles. But Spirit is saying, no worries. It's nothing you've never dealt with before. They ask us to reflect on the past when we have been in this situation and use your hindsight 2020. What did you learn from that situation? What do you wish you could change in that situation? And what came out of that situation? And just know that you will come out just fine on the other end of this. Spirituality, truth, reflection, wisdom, self-healing journeys. And with this new chapter, some of us are going to be starting on a new journey. The Hermit signifies contemplation and learning. You may incubate new ideas and approaches, or spend time reading, researching, journaling, or simply contemplating where you are in life. And I had this. See, I sit there and I was like, the first time since Shane has passed, I'm like, first time I'm actually optimistic. Optimistic. I'm actually happy. And I know that's something he would want for us. It's not that we're moving on without him. We're moving with him. As we move forward, he is moving with us. And it's the first time I haven't felt guilty about it. I'm at that point in my grief journey, knowing that he is with me. He's with the boys. And we move forward together. So our successes are his successes. So, that being said, there are certain things in my life I'm unsure of. I'm unsure of love, and I'm unsure of where this beautiful journey with the tarot cards are taking me. I'm very thankful that this path has actually led me to meet more spiritual, outgoing beings. That we have a little tribe going on where we're all learning, and it's so crazy how different all of us are. But in a wonderful way, that we all go under the same title, the same category as you would call it, but we're all uniquely different, and it's so wonderful. We're learning from each other, so it's like we're basking in this new journey. This quiet card also invites you to take your time making decisions, and generally go slow. In relationships, the Hermit can show time apart or solitude after a breakup. Additional meanings: giving or receiving, mentoring. So we've been getting a lot of giving or receiving in this time. Those that celebrate Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we have this where we cast away our sins. And in order for those sins to actually be cast away, we have to donate to charity. So you are giving to something that maybe God has put in front of you. With me, it was giving to a private old age home. It's very unique. It has ages of everybody. Everybody's different, but it's a beautiful community. And to me, I was like, why not give back to the community? So that's what we did. We donated to our community private foyer, as you call it. It's for seniors. It's for everybody. So, this is a time, of giving and receiving, and also mentoring. Remember, you were also one time the student, and now the student has become the teacher. So now it's time for you to, in turn have good karma and give, help mentor someone else. That's what life is about. We're all connected. Like JJ Constellations actually reminded me that in a conversation we were having, that we are all connected, and it's so wonderfully beautiful. That's the way the world should be. We're all connected. When someone hurts, we all hurt. So why don't we all just try to make each other happy, and we could all be happy. More than enough for everybody. So our third card, is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So with the Knight of Cups, this is promises, ideals, invitations. So some of us are going to start being social, but it's in the reverse. So maybe there's a delay of us being social, maybe, cold or something going on. The reverse knight is a beautiful narcissist. He cannot be trusted, leaving you confused with his words do not match his actions. So maybe this is a gentleman coming into your life, and he, his words are saying he's wooing you, but his actions are he is around you. That's exactly what when I was reading this is what I felt. Is that he's saying he's trying to woo you with his words, but his actions say something else. So like we were called in September, the end of August, September, to keep our intuition up. Keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. Make little mental notes to yourself. So that way when things come to fruition, you can say to yourself, you remember what happened there? Yep, this is, it's checking the boxes, radar's going. Ultimately, he puts himself first while appearing to be courageous. Applied to a situation, you are unlikely to get the commitment you need. So this is someone that is just looking for a drive-by. Sorry to be so vulgar. This is someone that is just looking for a booty call. He is not looking for anything more. Some people I've been telling that have been looking for love. Someone is coming into their life, not the one that I have spoken to them. And I love what Lightwork had said. Like her card, she doesn't tell the future because, like she said, we all have our own free will. We make our own decisions. And I say that as well with on the other end of people coming into your life, they may have gone left instead of right. So if it doesn't happen, it was just not meant to be. They chose their career instead of love. So that's okay. Maybe down if it was meant to be, it'll come back into your life. So when I talk to these people about love, I said make your intentions known, and it comes up a lot with the Archangel Gabriel, with the I say thyroid, but it's the throat gland, the thyroid, your voice, to make your intentions known from the beginning, so no one gets hurt, because you don't want that karmic energy coming back onto you that you hurt this individual, and then you finally find the person you want, and then karma bites you in the butt. And then we've got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords in the reverse. This picture, it looks very not a very judgmental kind of card. I don't know if these are protection, but you see the swords on the ground, like you're surrendering to something. So the Five of Swords in reverse: conflict, loss, defeat, exposure. In the reverse position, the Five of Swords, the five shows that the battle was not worth having at all, because its premise is a lie. You may have been falsely accused or bullied. You'll soon see where the real incompetence lies. So we've been getting this card a lot. When we were getting the Fool a lot, when we started doing Throne Thursdays, the Fool kept coming up, and I said, no, this is just, a coincidence. So I would put the card back in, I would reshuffle, and he would flop right back out again. I'm like, okay, fine. You want to be out? You're out. I would put him out. So we were told that this time in our life was coming, that information that was withheld from before, and when you were in this position as yourself, as receiving the bullying and accused of lying, and that you were this and that you were that, and you felt in the most vulnerable time of your life, or you felt so isolated. That's what I was saying. This doesn't look like a good situation. Because you see that it feels like defeat, right? Because he's sitting on the barrel, he's got 2 soldiers behind him, and then you got more people at him. So that's what I was saying. It feels like you feel defeated, and you just gave up because you're like, it's not even worth it. I'm going through enough as it is. This ain't even worth the battle. So exactly what's going on. It wasn't even worth it. Was it even worth it on their end? No. Karma bit them in the ass. So it's like, this information is now going to be brought to light, and everyone's going to realize that your accuser is actually the guilty one and not yourself. And you've grown from that situation, so their opinions don't even matter. But it's nice to have karma come back and say, you guys are a bunch of idiots. You don't have both sides of the story. You went with one side, and of course, they follow the popular opinion. They follow the crowd. And now this information is being brought to light, and the accuser looks like the fool. So that's why, sometimes when you just feel so beaten down, you just give up, and your accuser's like, see, they gave up. And it's like, no, it's just, I don't have any more to give. And I still have more on this journey to go. And it says more about them than you. That the fact that they would sit there and go after someone in their most vulnerable situation and attack them. So just know that Spirit and the universe has your back, and they're just letting you know that karma is coming back around and is showing that you were falsely accused. So those are your cards for Throne Thursdays. And please come back tomorrow for Friday's cards. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live this weekend because I might have to work. Sometimes I'm only given a moment's notice before I have to work. I'm also going to be doing some filming with my son. He has his own channel, so he's going to be doing some filming. So if everything plays out okay, plus it's Shabbat, but I know, it's a hobby of his. It's not like you're working. It's a hobby. So if everything plays out okay, I'll come back on to do a live on Saturday. So see you then, guys. Have a blessed Thursday.